friends, I am Dr. Diveshri, Medical Director, Genia Fertility Center. Today I am going to talk to you on a condition called Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome or PCOS. Most of you will have a doubt what is PCOS. Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome is a spectrum of condition, I would say. It's a syndrome wherein these women present with different kinds of signs and symptoms in different age group. Most of the times they have irregular menstrual cycles. They also have polycystic ovaries on scan and also certain hormonal abnormalities. If these polycystic ovaries are there in a young woman, then which means at least at the age of puberty, they will have menstrual irregularities. These menstrual irregularities can go on and once they get married, they can have difficulty in conception. Once they have difficulty in conception, most of them they come to us for fertility treatment. It is not an easy task to treat these patients with polycystic ovarian syndrome. There are again two types of polycystic ovarian syndrome. One, women who are lean, and the other group where they are obese. Lean and obese PCO, they have different characteristics altogether when it comes to treatment. With all these difficulties when we treat them and then once they get pregnant, the polycystic ovary problem doesn't end there. They can have problems even during pregnancy, which could be abortions, or it could be gestational diabetes during pregnancy, or even growth restrictions or overgrowth of the baby, and also delivery complications which is related to diabetes in pregnancy. And after delivery, once they are around the time of menopause, again they can have complications, and this is mainly because of metabolic complications of PCOS, which could be again diabetes and also metabolic syndrome, what we call, in which they are more prone to have heart disease, especially hypertension, and also they can have irregular menses which can keep continuing through their perimenopausal age group, and they can have endometrial hyperplasia or thickening of the endometrium and subsequently even endometrial cancer. So this is something which is very dangerous, and this has to be taken care of. So that's why any woman who is having polycystic ovaries, they should not think their job is over once they get pregnant or the disease gets cured once they achieve pregnancy. It's a metabolic syndrome, and it has to be, we have to be vigilant throughout their, not just in their reproductive lifespan but even in their old age, to prevent complications of PCOS. Let me talk to you about PCOS and infertility. It's not, as I told you before, it is not very easy to treat these women with PCOS, because it is not that they don't have eggs, they have too many eggs. This is the problem. When they have too many eggs and when we give them medications to have regular ovulation, then there could be problems. Basically, when it comes to reproduction, polycystic ovaries women, they don't ovulate regularly. When they don't ovulate regularly, they don't have regular menses. So when they don't ovulate regularly, we have to give them medications to make them ovulate at the right time. But the problem in these women are, it is like, they respond too much to the medications what we give, or they don't respond at all. This is called as extremes of response. So when they respond too much, that is called as hyperstimulation, which can lead to ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, where the ovaries get too big and there could be fluid accumulation in the tummy. And in this situation, if they conceive, it could be definitely problematic. So that is why it is a challenge for the doctors, especially when they are resistant PCO, what we call, when they don't respond properly. That is a challenge to the doctors. But is it that you have to be really worried about polycystic ovaries? No. Only the thing is, since they have so many number of eggs, they have got good reproductive potential. But the thing is, it is timely intervention. And also, as I told you, it is not just about concentrating on pregnancy, it is concentrating on lifestyle. As I told you, the other group of women who are polycystic ovaries and obese, obesity itself as an independent risk factor plays a huge role in infertility. So when obesity and PCOS, they both have a combination, it's a deadly combination. So they may have difficulties in conceiving, especially they have difficulty in ovarian stimulation, or they don't respond so easily when we stimulate them. So that is why weight loss is very important for women with PCOS. Having at least 5% weight loss will have a huge leap in success towards pregnancy. So even 5% body weight loss is too good to achieve a pregnancy in women, especially with PCOS, because there will be a lot of metabolic alterations in the body of a woman which can lead to ovulation. And when it comes to lean PCOS, as I told you, they are already lean but they are having polycystic ovaries. Does it mean they also have to lose weight? Even if it is not losing weight, being physically active itself can cause a lot of alterations in the metabolic abnormalities which can lead to ovulation and then subsequently pregnancy. And as soon as they get pregnant, women with PCOS, once they get pregnant, does it mean they have to take rest? PCOS are not it is not different from any other disease. As I told you, even with IVF, when they conceive, I have told in my previous videos that they don't require bed rest. Even women with PCOS, they have to continue to exercise so that their metabolic problems are sorted out to certain extent. So this is all for today. If you have any queries, you can contact me on 6360728115, or you can even mail me on geniafertility06@gmail.com. Thank you.